Hi guys. So, I'm sorry if the lighting is weird. Uh, Normally I would use natural lighting if I was filming a video, but it's currently like 8:30 at night. I did a long day at school and I just wanted to film this video. So I'm doing it now, because I'm not really gonna have time for, a long while. It's currently a Thursday. I'm really not gonna be free to film this video until like next Tuesday, so I'd rather just kind of do it now rather than kind of wait it out. So this is a new project pan because I am scrapping my A to Z project pan. I don't know if any of you have seen the A to Z project pan intro I did, but I decided to scrap it because it was my first project pan and I ended up putting in a lot of products that were harder for me to finish, and it was just a lot of like not recognizing what I would and wouldn't use. And it was the A to Z project pan, so I mostly picked stuff that I felt like could fit into the categories versus what I thought I could actually use. And so I ended up with a lot of products that, or not a lot, I ended up with a handful of products that I just didn't feel like I could really pan. And so I thought that maybe like I would just switch out products and like roll different products into the categories, but it was hard trying to find products that would fit into the specific like letters of the stuff that I didn't want in the project. So I decided to just completely scrap it and redo a project. So there are a lot of like duplicate products in this project. So a few of these products I have been using since the beginning of January. But basically, I decided to do this, the Team Project Pan. I know my intro is obviously late because I feel like a lot of people, did their intro and started this project kind of when they were supposed to, basically the beginning of the year. But I'm kind of starting a little bit late, so I have one less month. But the reason I wanted to do the Team Project Pan is because, one, I really do like watching the Beauty News girls. I love their joint channel, I love their individual channels, and I will link below the original video that they put out with the challenge and everything. But it seemed easier because the whole idea is that you're finishing a product from basically almost each category in your beauty collection, including like skincare and fragrance and makeup and body care and stuff like that. So I thought that that was really, really cool because it was kind of a project pan that wasn't just all about makeup, and it wasn't also all about like finishing products. It was about more just like using up products and getting use out of your collection, because what's really nice about it is that it's not just a rolling pan, but it's also, so once you hit a goal or you finish, you can roll something else in. But what's nice is that every quarter, so every 3 months, you're allowed to like roll in or roll out products that you feel like you'd rather use for the next 3 months. So for example, if I was using like a nude for the first 3 months, if in the summer I wanted a coral lipstick instead of a nude lipstick, I could roll that in if that's a product that I wanted to pan. So it's really nice. That's a feather. It's a really nice way to get use out of your products without kind of having to do multiple projects at a time. So I thought it was just a really nice idea. And by choosing kind of a product from each category, it did give me a few gimmies, because stuff like foundation and skincare is just easier to kind of get through for me, or things that I don't really think that I need to finish, but I probably should. Like, my nail polish collection has gone way overboard, and I could never do like a project polish because I could never use the same nail polishes over and over again. I just hate doing that. Like, every time I do paint my nails, I always choose like a new color. So I could never do like a project polish, but focusing on one nail polish to finish up for the whole year, or for just 3 months in general, that's kind of nice. So it was just a nice idea that it was kind of like, just use up your products and really just focus on usage rather than seeing like a pan or completely finishing something. It's more just appreciating your collection. So I thought that was really nice, which is why I wanted to do it. I also did skip a few categories. So stuff that I skipped were like eyeliner. I don't really use eyeliner. I don't use pencil or liquid eyeliner. So I do have, like, I have one pencil liner and one gel liner, but I literally just got them, so I don't feel the need to pan them. And again, I don't use those things often enough to even put them in and be like, oh, I'm gonna finish it. Or like, I'm not gonna put in a setting spray, because I literally use the same setting spray. It's the all-nighter. It's not really going to be any different. Like, all year I'm basically just going to be finishing it and repurchasing it and just putting it back in. So there's no point in putting in a setting spray because it's the same product basically. And I didn't put in brow setter or an eyeshadow palette. I'm doing 1 month 1 palette, which I will do an intro video on soon. I did film an intro to that, but it ended up getting like deleted off my phone. I don't know what happened, but it's like gone. The video's gone. So I'm gonna have to refilm that. So I'll probably actually film that right after this one. But that's why I don't want to pan an eyeshadow or an eyeshadow palette in here. So yeah. Also, another thing, I know this is just a lot of like background, me talking. You want to see the products, if I haven't lost you yet. But I do have more than one product in certain categories. Like, I might have, in skincare, I have like 4 things right now in skincare. So I do plan on finishing like the 4 skincare items. And I do plan on keeping like, if one finishes, I'll rotate another one in. So I'll always kind of have those 4 products in my collection, or in my project pan, if I feel like I need to have them in there, which I most likely will. But for categories that have more than one product in, even if I just finish or reach my goal on one of the products in that category, I'll be satisfied, because it'll be like one less product in that category, which is really nice. So without further ado, I will get into it. So I will start off with, I think I'll start off actually with non-makeup items, which I know isn't super fun, but there are just less of them. So I'll start off with hair care, because I have 2 items. And again, I actually filmed this exact video like a few days ago, and again, the video is gone from my phone, which is why I'm also filming again this late, because when I went to upload it, it was gone. I filmed this video like beginning of February, so if you see some progress on some items, that's because I had already filmed the video, but the video's gone from my phone, so I don't know where it is, so I have to refilm, which is great. So for hair care, I have 2 items, and they're both from Function of Beauty. This is a shampoo and a conditioner, and this was my starting point. You could see, I mean, this is the shampoo and conditioner that I use on a daily basis. It's the one that I'm keeping in my shower. I don't like have hordes of shampoo. I have one shampoo at a time. Once I run out, or I get close to running out, I go out and I grab another. So I don't like have a lot of shampoo in my collection. But the reason I want to kind of really focus on using this instead of going out and purchasing another shampoo and conditioner is because, one, this is a really tiny amount of conditioner. I think I can finish it. I'm just bad with conditioner. I hate, it's just like, ugh, like having to leave something in your hair and then like wash it out. I don't know. Conditioner is just such a boring extra step to me, which I know sounds stupid because you probably should condition your hair, but conditioner is like, it's like my, it's like my kryptonite. Like, I can't do it. Like, out of all of my beauty routine, I, like, even if I'm, like, shit-faced drunk, like, I will bust out my Clairsonic, do my whole skincare routine, serums, face oils, whatever, but, like, catch me being even a little bit tired or like my normal day self, I'm not going to use conditioner. So I really actually have to like force myself to use conditioner. So this one is actually going to be a challenge, even though it's so tiny. This one not so much. Is shampoo. I actually wash my hair every single day, so this is going to go by really, really quickly. The reason I want to finish this up specifically is because I don't like this. And it's not because it's a bad product, because it's really not, and I'll explain myself in a second, but I don't like it enough to the point where I would just let this sit and go out and purchase another shampoo completely, but I don't want to do that, obviously, because it's just gonna sit around for like ever and not be used. So the reason I'm putting this in this project is so that once I finish it up, I can just go out, buy another shampoo, and be happy with it. So the reason I don't like this is because I have oily hair. I wash my hair every day. My hair can probably go like almost 48 hours without getting greasy. Like once it hits 48 hours, my hair is greasy. Once it hits like 30, I don't know, like 34, 20, I don't know, like, let me think. Like 36 hours. Once it hits 36 hours, my hair starts to really get greasy. So like a day and a half. So if I washed my hair at 9 o'clock in the morning, I could go until like 2 p.m. the next day, 3 p.m. and not have to, and my hair isn't super greasy. It's starting to get greasy. You know, it's gonna be greasy, gotta wash it. But with this, 8 hours, my hair is greasy as hell. And it's not because this is a horrible product. It's actually quite a really good shampoo. It lathers up really nice. It smells good. I got here really quickly. It was free shipping. I really do like it. I like the concept of it. But I think I chose a bad formula because I have oily hair, but I chose deep condition, which I think was a mistake for me because I was kind of iffy about deep condition, but I thought it would be okay because I also added oil control. So I thought they would recognize that like my hair was oily. So even if they did do deep condition, maybe they would have added less of it or whatever. But I don't think that's what happens. I think they just have like a certain amount of ingredients that they have to put in if that's what you choose, and that's what they did. And it's just too oily for me. It makes my hair greasy within 8 hours. Like I can shower at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and by not even 8 hours, my hair's greasy again. Like not even like 8 o'clock at night, my hair's greasy again. Like I could shower at 9, my hair's probably greasy at like 6. Like it's not like, and not like greasy like bad, but it's like definitely like starting to get like oily. Do you know what I mean? So don't love this. I mean, it's very, very good in the sense that it is quite moisturizing for my hair, not stripping at all. But because of the fact that my hair is oily, this does not help at all. It doesn't do anything to control my oils. So I just think that I did a bad like formulation, and I think I made a bad choice in choosing deep condition. So if I ever do purchase shampoo from them again, I'm definitely not gonna ask for deep conditioning. But I don't know, like, although I like it, I just think that it was nice to try. But yeah, I don't know. But all the other things about it I do like. I love the packaging. It smells great. The formula of the actual shampoo itself is really, really good. I don't have anything bad to say about it other than the fact that it really does make my hair greasy, but I definitely do think that that's also my own fault for not like recognizing that deep conditioning probably just wouldn't go well with oil control, but whatever. So that is that. That's hair care. That was a long explanation, but that's the stuff I want to pan, and I want to finish them completely before I set out to buy a new shampoo and conditioner. And then I'll move on to nails. So I have 2 nail polishes. The first one is it's like a little mini polish, and this is from Ciate. It's an antique brooch, and it's kind of like a pinky purple sheer polish with a bunch of rose gold and gold glitter throughout it. It's very pretty, but I'm about halfway done. So the thing about polishes is I know that they're a little bit more difficult to pan in the sense that it's hard to really like finish up an entire like bottle, because by the time you kind of end up getting like halfway down or 2/3 down, the actual nail polish starts to get really dry, and so it starts to get hard to work with. And this one is already starting to get a little bit hard to work with. Whenever I put this on, I run it under hot water first, so the consistency of the polish gets a little bit thinner and more runny. But yeah, it's not in its best shape, so I just want to use it up until it's unusable, and then it'll be done. So it might not like be completely gone. It might even be the next update. I might have to throw it out, who knows. But once it starts to be too thick and too unusable, this is going to be considered done, so I can roll in another nail polish. But I just want to get this one done because it's already halfway done. If I let it sit too long, it's just gonna go bad before I can really use more of it, if that makes sense. So that's why that's in there, and it's a beautiful color. The other thing that I have actually is a top coat. This is from Picture Polish. This is the Good Day Matte, and it's just a matte top coat. So this one is here. So I still have a lot of this product. The reason I put this in is because I bought this maybe a year ago, and I've used it maybe twice. So for using it twice, not bad, but still, I just want to use it more, because I just use traditional like glossy top coats, and this has just kind of been sitting there, and I don't really want it to take up room. And I also want to play around with it because, like I said, I've only used it twice, and I did purchase it, so I thought, why not have some fun and mix up my polishes and use a matte top coat instead of like the classic glossy. I thought that would be kind of fun and a good way to kind of use up a polish, because I thought that one, the one I showed you before, the Antique Brooch, it's definitely a gimme. I mean, it's already halfway done. This one is more of a full polish, and it doesn't like prohibit me from using a bunch of different colors. By putting in this matte top coat, it allows me to choose whatever color I want, whatever color I'm feeling, but just use the matte top coat on top of it instead of using a glossy top coat. So it doesn't stop me from, like, it doesn't restrict me to using a certain color. Not that I would use the same nail polish over and over and over again, even if it was in this project. Like, I'm not going to do that with Antique Brooch. Like, I'm not going to just use this color. I am going to focus on it more. Like, maybe every third time I repaint my nails, I'll use that color. So I'll do that color, I'll paint my nails once, I'll paint my nails twice, and then I'll go back to that one. So like every third time I paint my nails. But with this one, I can basically use it every time. So it's an easier way to use up an entire polish, and it'll kind of make me experiment with how I feel about different nail polish finishes. And yeah, I thought that would be a fun one and a good one to use up. Then I have body care. I have one body care item, and it is a lotion by Mandala Melts, and this is a handmade company in Canada where I live. It's a small like woman-owned business, and she sells online. And this is a whipped hemp lotion in the scent Aries. Aries? I don't know how to say it in the Greek form. But it smells good, and this is where it's at. It's basically at this line right here, so I'm not really going to mark anything. It's just right here. And I've used it a few times, but yeah, I just want to use it up because this is a more natural handmade product. There's not like any kind of like, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any kind of any preservative stuff in it, so I do want to try and use this up so it doesn't go bad. I mean, I haven't had it for the longest time ever, like it's definitely been under a year, but I don't want it to go bad because, again, like I said, it doesn't seem to have any preservatives in it, so I definitely want to try and use this up. Not that it would be a hard product anyways, but this is the first product that I want to use up at least. So there is that. And then I'll move on to fragrance. So I have 4 fragrance items. So I have one body spray, and the body spray I have is the Bath & Body Works Wild Madagascar Vanilla. And this is where it's at right now. This is about, so it's about like more than halfway done. I mean, it's a good fragrance. It's a little travel size. I keep this one in my backpack when I go to school because it's just a good one to spray in the washrooms if it smells. Because university washrooms, not that like nice. So I tend to use this more as an air freshener at school, but also sometimes if I forget to wear perfume that day, I also have this one handy to just kind of toss on my body. And as you can see, I run through it pretty quickly. I only had this in my bag for maybe like 1 year. And this is not using it like consistently throughout that 1 year of school. So I definitely think within the 2 more months I have, or I guess 1 month I have of school left, I can use this up for sure. So, and then after that I could probably just keep it in my purse too. So this is one that it's just like my travel, obviously it's a travel size body spray, but this is like my travel scent that I just keep on me on the go. So there's that one. Then I have 2 little mini size perfumes. So I have a lot of like roller balls and like mini atomizers. I'm not talking about samples, but I'm talking about like deluxe size like mini things. So I want to get through those as well as I need to get through some samples too. So, but yeah, so I have these. So I want to get through a lot of these mini ones because the mini ones are always ones that I like, but I don't like enough to like splurge on the full size, or I buy the mini ones first to see if I really, really like it before I splurge on the full size, because I need to start doing that before just like spending $100 on like a full size perfume, which is a little ridiculous. I need to stop doing that. But so the first one I have is Atelier Cologne's Vanille Incense. I'm Canadian. I should understand how to do that. I haven't had a French class since high school, and I'm in my last year of university, so it doesn't matter that I've learned French since I was in kindergarten. I can't remember anything. So this is where it's at. It's a little more than halfway full, and it's just kind of like a really powdery vanilla. It kind of reminds me of like old school lipsticks, that kind of powdery iris smell mixed with vanilla. It smells good. Definitely not a scent that I would own in a large amount because it kind of smells like an old grandma, but it's nice. And it's nice to mix with stuff. So it's like a good dry vanilla. Like it's not like a sweet vanilla or like a super warm vanilla. It's definitely more of like a winter vanilla in my opinion, because it's very dry with that kind of baby powder note to it. Then I have the Kiehl's Orange Flower and Lychee, and this is, I did mark it because it's a little bit under the top, so it's like right there, you can't really see, but it's like a light floral. It's nice, it's pretty, definitely like pure flower smell. I like the way this smells. It's a little fruity, a little bit floral, but it's not super, when I think of orange flower, I get so afraid that it's going to smell like super neroli-like and just be really heavy. And this one I do really like. I just thought it would be a nice, like light floral scent that would be good kind of transitioning into the spring, which we're doing in like a month. So I thought that would be a good one to put in there. Okay. Then I have this one. This is J'adore by Dior, and I am right here. And this is one that was in my A to Z project pan, and I have probably used this like a lot. Like I've probably used this like at least 14, 15, 20 times since the beginning of January, and it barely, like it's barely under the original line. Like you can't really, I don't know if you can really see, but it's like barely under. And I do 2 sprays. I do one in the front, one in the back, so maybe it's like the amount I'm using isn't enough, but yeah, it's kind of slow going. I do really like this fragrance. It's one of the older ones in my collection, so I want to use it up and move it on out. And I was kind of hoarding this because this was kind of my special scent. This was my elementary school graduation scent, my high school graduation scent, my high school prom scent. It was basically like my special occasion scent. I would wear this one to weddings or parties or dances. And I'm literally about to graduate university and I still have this. I have had this since grade 7 and I am currently about to be a full-fledged adult and have a diploma. So this needs to go. It's definitely old. The scent hasn't turned. It still smells as amazing as ever. Has preserved incredibly well. But yeah, like I said, it's just, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. And if I really do love it, I can always repurchase it. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, I want this to just be out of my collection. And it's one of those ones that I like enough that I could wear all year round. On a mostly everyday basis. It's not one of those ones that I feel like are terribly seasonal, so this one's a good one. Okay, then on to my skincare. I have 4 skincare items. One skincare item I'll start off with is actually 24 items. It is 24 sheet masks, and they're all from Innisfree, so there's a lot of them. There are a lot of different ones. They're like honey rose, rice, bamboo, like pomegranate, tomato, stuff like that. So they're all different and in here, and they sit in my mini fridge, so I just grab them and go. If anything, I'll probably just I might save the packaging, or I'll just let you know which one I use that month. I'll probably like write it down and track it or something. I have another mask. This is the Origins Drink Up 10-minute mask to quench skin's thirst, and you can't really see, there's some air in here, but it's actually right here. If I hold it up to the light, it sits right here. This is a good one, but if I wanted something really moisturizing, I would use a sheet mask instead, because it just stays on like a serum and I don't have to go through the hassle of removing it. Plus, this one actually can break me out if I leave it on longer than 5 to 15 minutes. So it's a good thing that I'm getting this out of my collection while I can. So I do like it. It works really well. It smells good. But, yeah, I just want to move it on out. I might end up repurchasing it once I finish it. Who knows? I love Origins masks, and I've, in the past, repurchased this mask over and over again, even though I know that it does break me out if I keep it on too long. But it does really work if your skin is dry and you're in a pickle. Okay, then I have an exfoliator. This is the Amore Pacific Treatment Enzyme Peel, and it's right here. This product is like a powder that you pour out into your hand, then you mix with water. It's like a chemical peel, and I really do like it. It really works. It doesn't necessarily slop off like, if you have like dead skin cells, it doesn't like slop them off like a physical exfoliator would. But what it does do is it does kind of take off the like outer layer of like your skin and leaves you with more kind of like baby soft skin versus not baby soft skin. So yeah. I think that'll be easy to go through. I probably use that every other day, so I don't see an issue with that one. Then the last skincare item is actually a face cream. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge, and this is basically full, so I'm not going to mark it. It's basically up to this part. This one expires in 24 months. So I don't know how long I've had it. Honestly, I might have had it for 2 years. So this one I'm not going to put on my face because I'm not stupid. This one I'm going to be putting on my neck or my hands. I'm just going to find another way to use this. Still as a lotion, but just not a lotion for my face because it makes me nervy. So that's that one. I don't think I'll have a problem using this up, but it just won't be going on my face. I used to love this lotion. I used to use it all the time, but I just don't like it anymore. It's very silicone-y. It has that kind of dimethicone feeling, and I don't really love it all that much. It's very sticky, so I kind of moved on from that product. I used to love it like a few years ago, but not anymore. Okay, so now on to all of the makeup items. Let me just make sure that I have everything. Yes, okay. So I will start off with primer. So I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer, and it is right here. This one I might end up decluttering during this project, I'm not sure. I did try, this was part of my A to Z, so I have used it a few times since the beginning of January. The thing about this is that I don't know why I look so yellow right now. I'm really freaking out. But basically, this product, it just makes my skin look super cakey for like some reason. I really don't know why, but my skin just ends up looking so cakey and thick. Like my foundation just looks like a mess with it on, and I don't know why it happens, but it does, and I kind of want that to not happen. So I don't know if I'm going to declutter this one. I'll have to find a way to use it so my skin doesn't look super cakey. But yeah, I don't know about that one. This one was also my A to Z project pan. We're really not going to see any use or progress in this one until the summer. This is the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. It's just a mini sample size and I'm right there. I've used it a few times last year, but I have combination skin, so I don't really need this. Like my oils are pretty under control for the most part. I just kind of blot like halfway through the day, but I'm fine most of the time. I don't really get oily. This is something that I would use in the summer if I was going out to like a club, or if I was going downtown like for a whole day. Like if I just knew I was going to be out a whole day and I wanted my makeup to preserve and it was going to be hot and sweaty, I would use this. So I mostly just use this in the summer. So I'm not really going to be touching it until summer rolls around, but this is in here because I do want to get that moved out because I've opened it, I've started using it, and I don't want it to just go bad. So then I have concealer. This is the MAC Pro Longwear in NC30, and this is that's the mark right there. This one I don't really like as concealer. It looks too dry. It doesn't really cover much. This one I do like though as an eyelid primer. So that's what I use this for. So there's that one. My goal for this one is obviously to finish it, but if I don't, that's fine. It's really getting old, so after the end of 2019, by the end of this project, even if I don't finish it, I'm going to toss it. But I do want to kind of get my money's worth out of it. This one's definitely a gimme. This is my foundation, and not my only foundation. It used to be my only foundation. I recently got the new ColourPop foundation, but this is still my holy grail. This is the one I use every day. I'm about right here when I kind of open it and look in, because it kind of sticks to the side no matter what I do. The foundation doesn't settle. But that's where I am basically, and I use this every single day. I love it. It's great. It doesn't break me out. The only one that like perfectly matches my skin color. So this is what I use. Okay, so then, I have, eyebrows. Eyebrows, I have the Benefit Gimme Brow. I am in number 6. There's really no way to, like, gauge how much I'm using, how much progress there is in it. But I use this every day anyway, so it'll probably be finished up soon. Then I have a powder. I recently found this in an old makeup bag, so it's definitely older, but it's a powder product, so I'm not too afraid of using it. Plus I cleaned it, I sprayed it with alcohol and wiped it down. But this is the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder Press, and this I have hit pan on. So this I don't see an issue with using up. It's quite thin, and it's a very silicone-y powder. It has some micro shimmer in it. I don't know if you could see that. But this one, I can see myself definitely just finishing up. I've been using it just under my eyes to kind of brighten a little bit, and it hasn't been so bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue using it and see how it goes. Hopefully I finish it. If not, I will be tossing it at the end of the year. I just wanted to put this in here as kind of like a reminder to use it. Ooh, another concealer. I have the Giorgio Armani, sorry, all over the place, Master Corrector in number 1. Again, this one is also very old. Another one that if I don't finish in the project, I will be getting rid of. I don't love this. It really doesn't do anything for me. All it does is make my under eyes look pink. It doesn't really block out any dark circles after I put my regular concealer or foundation on top of it. just doesn't do anything. But I paid a lot of money for it, and it's in my collection, so I want to use it up. So that is that. Okay, then cheek products. I have a bronzer. This is the Benefit Hoola. It's just a little mini size. Again, this was in my A to Z project pan. So it was originally untouched, but now it's kind of used up. You can see that there's some kind of like brush strokes and some, you know, just some usage. And I use this as a bronzer. I like it. It's not my favorite. I have 3 bronzers, and this is one of them. So I want to use it up because there's one bronzer that I love that's in my collection, and I just want the one in my collection. I don't need 3. So this is a little deluxe size, and my goal is really mostly just to pan this. But if I pan this like halfway through 2019, then I'll just keep using it until the end of the pan. But my main goal is to hit pan on it. Once I hit pan on it, I will count it as a finished product in my project pan, but I will keep it in until the end of the year to see how much progress I can really make in this. But yeah, just hitting pan is my goal for that one because it's real thick. It's a real thick one. Then for blush, I have the NARS Deep Throat Blush, and this one I also have hit pan on, and this is like a neutral pink with some gold micro shimmer. This one I want to finish up. I don't think that'll be a problem. I have it on today over top something else, so that is that one, and I think I'll use it up pretty easily. Next is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This one was also my A to Z project pan. So was the NARS. I definitely expanded the pan since January, but anyways. This one was virtually untouched at the beginning of the year, but I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a dip at the center where my brush goes. So I definitely do think I'll be able to hit my goal on this one, which is just to hit pan. I do like this highlighter, but again, I have like a few highlighters, and I have one that's really my favorite. So I'm just trying to move out all the other highlighters in my collection. And I do really like this. I really, really do. I'll be sad when this goes, but I don't need this many highlighters, and this was a good one to kind of work on. So yeah, that one's exciting. I definitely see movement already after 1 month of use, so I know that I can hit my goal on that one. But for the beginning of this project pan, it's starting here, if that makes any sense. Okay, then I have a few lip products. So the categories are a lip pencil, liquid lip, a bullet lipstick, and then lip gloss, and I have one of each at least one of each category. So for my lip pencil, I have MAC Whirl. So this is where it is. I have marked it in a book, but I don't have it here to show you yet. I'll show it in the update. This is where it is. This is like a very universal lip liner for me. I use it if I'm wearing lip gloss. I use it on its own. I use it under really any kind of lipstick. I can use it under a nude, under a red, under a berry. It's basically a My Lip but better color, and I use it mostly as kind of a way to fill in my, because I have quite a undefined lip line. I mean, it's not like super undefined, but it's not like super defined either. So I do really like this one to just kind of go along the top of my lip, just to kind of shape exactly how I want my lips to be if I were to use like a red or a purple. Or I like this under lip gloss just to define a little bit of my lip line. So I do really like this. It's, again, a very universal shade for me, so that one's going to be pretty easy for me because I can use it with anything. And that's my favorite lip liner ever, if I never mentioned that. Then I have one liquid lipstick, and this is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. This is my very first liquid lipstick I ever got. It doesn't smell bad. Like, it doesn't smell any different, I feel like, than I originally had it, and the formula is good. You can see that there's actually an air bubble in here, and when I kind of scrape around, I don't know if you could see, but it kind of, there are like windows that are created. So I can imagine finishing this in 2019 but it might take me the whole year. What freaks me out though is, I don't know if you could see, but there's like some discoloration within the bottle. You could see that, right? It's like dark here, lighter here. I think maybe there's just dry product here. I don't really know what's going on there, but I want to get this used up and out of my collection because it's old. And then I have the Bite Beauty Multi-Stick in Cashew. This is where I am. This is the product I have on my lips, and it's also the product I have on my cheeks underneath the NARS Deep Throat Blush. So I have them layered. I really love this. On the face, it's great. It doesn't move powder. So the way I use cream blushes is I use them on top of powder. I set my face, and then I use cream blush. I feel like to know if a cream blush is good, it has to be a cream blush that can go on top of powder, like setting powder, powder foundation, and not move the makeup. And this is one that does that, and it's really great. And it's a little bit of a drier formula, so it's a little bit of a drier lip formula as well. But I do really like it on both my lips and my cheeks. So I do really like this, and I can use it 2 different ways, so I do think that I can finish this in 2019. It might just take me a while because even though it's really good, the consistency isn't very thick. It's a little bit thinner, and the pigmentation is really good, so you really don't need a lot of this. So that one might take me a long time. Then I have 2 lip glosses because they're little deluxe sizes, and I go through lip glosses fairly quickly. This is the Buxom Lip Polish in Katie, and it's kind of been on its side, but it's right here, so it's about halfway done. I believe I can finish this. Love that. And then I have the Tarte Energy Lip Surgeons gloss, and this is one that changes once you put it on your lips. Like, it's a clear gloss that starts to like tint pink, and yeah, I really like this gloss too, but again, a mini size. So the reason I have 2 of them is because they're both minis. So that's why I have 2 lip glosses. And then the last 2 things I have is one kind of cream eyeshadow or eyeshadow product. And this is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Rose Gold. And this one I was kind of not really liking. Ever since I got it, I haven't really used it. And I couldn't really find a way to really use it on its own, but I used it today, and I've used it a few other days, and what I like doing is I like using it like, so I'll do my crease colors and everything, and then I'll put this just on the center of the lid, and then I'll take a other shimmer, because you could see this isn't gold, this is a completely different shimmer metallic eyeshadow, and I take it with my finger and pat it on top, because this is actually a little sticky before it sets. So what's good about this one is you put on another shimmer eyeshadow on top of it, and it sticks to it. It makes it tacky, and it shows it vibrant and nice. So I've really found a way that I like using this, so hopefully it'll be easy for me to get through. And on the lid, that's my progress. So that is that. And the last eye product and the last product in this entire project is going to be my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. And this is another gimme. This is a product that will definitely be finished. I only have 1 mascara in my collection at a time, or at least 1 mascara open in my collection at a time, and I probably have 2 in my collection at a time. I have 1, and then I always have a backup mascara, so this is the one that I'm using right now. I just started using this maybe like last week, so it's fairly new. So in 3 months, this is going to go bye-bye, and I'm going to rotate in a new mascara. So mascaras are going to be really easy for me because I really only use 1. There's no kind of ifs, ands, or buts about whether or not I'm going to be able to finish this or, you know, use it up well. So yes, that is everything in my Team Project Pan. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm really, really looking forward to this because these are all products that I genuinely know that I use on a daily basis, and I found a routine with all of the beauty products that I like. Other than the primers, I haven't really been able to do that. And like, I know I use the skincare products, the hair care products, the fragrances I can use, the nail polishes I can use. I'm just really looking forward to this because I genuinely see myself finishing at least like 75 to 80% of everything in this project, so I'm really happy. The few things that I'm worried about finishing are probably the powder, because I use a setting powder all over my face, so this one might take a while. I might not even finish it. The Hoola bronzer is something I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish. The concealer is something I don't think I'm going to be able to finish. And then the liquid lipstick and the Bite Beauty are the other things I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish. Everything else in this project, I do believe that I will be able to finish, so everything else is not a hassle and not a worry to me. It's mostly just the beauty products that I'm worried about, because beauty products, finishing them, like finishing stuff other than kind of everyday base products like foundation, concealer, powder, is difficult to me. So this is gonna be hard, especially finishing lipstick or eye products. Oh, crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video and follow me on this journey, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.